Welcome to Animates, a retro anime review comedy podcast. These episodes contain spoilers and adult language, so stick around if you're cool like that.
Hiya! Welcome to your favorite weekly anime review podcast. I am your one host, Lindsey, joined by, as always, my fabulous co-host, Mackenzie.
Yo, what up?
We're going hardcore this week.
This is Macho Man Mackenzie. Ready to watch some anime, brother?
Oh my gosh, please stop. No, we're not doing wrestlers this week.
Oh, well.
Instead, we're going for a different type of martial artist, fighter person. We're going ninja this week.
Ooh, I don't think we've done anything strictly ninja.
Well, it's not strictly ninja, but it's like ninjas and demons and biotechnology weird stuff.
Oh, I almost said Ninja Scroll, but that doesn't have biotechnology and Ninja Scroll.
Nope. I do want to see that one though. One day.
It's great.
No, we're doing an OVA this week that was inspired by a video game from an NES, I want to say back in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
It was Ninja Gaiden.
Oh!
Yeah, apparently it was like a very popular NES, like, I think it's like one of those scroll games, scroll.
Yeah.
Yep. So this week we are going to watch 1991's please pardon my pronunciation, Ninja Ryokenden. Or
Sure, we'll go with that, sure.
Yeah, it's great. I wrote it out phonetically, and you can definitely tell that as I sound out every single word. Ryokenden.
But yes, Gaiden, yes.
Yes, we're watching that one. It's great. We follow Ryu. Now I'm so self-conscious of my pronunciations. We follow Ryu Hayabusa, who is the youngest member of the Hayabusa clan of ninjas and is the current wielder of the most powerful dragon sword. And he, as a dragon ninja, has a sworn duty to protect the world. And we start out with getting just thrown into a bunch of like weird conspiracy theories that this man has to track down and find out with the help of his friends, who are, some of them are helpful, some of them are bumbling idiots that get left behind. So,
you know what?
Yeah.
That just sounds like life.
So yeah, how you feeling about it?
I've played Ninja Gaiden as a kid and as an adult because, ROMs exist, but I've never actually seen the OVA for this. So I have a feeling it's going to be so bad it's good. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I think you're probably going to be right with that prediction. A lot of people like it because it took all like the rad action sequences from the game and like made them like an animated, like brought them to life through animation and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you'll like it. I don't know. I think you'll like it better than Acro Punch.
Well, I think I like a colonoscopy better than Acro Punch. But no, they're just looking at this. It looks like something I'm going to enjoy, even if it's bad, just because it's going to be full of just like cool ninja action.
Oh, yeah.
Much like me with spy shit. I'm also kind of like that with ninja shit.
Oh, yeah. So, there's going to be lots of like blood and gore and like demons getting just chopped to bits.
And I see on the VHS cover, there's a dragon that looks like it's from Dragon Ball Z and it's holding balls. So that's pretty sweet. I think I'm going to be a fan.
What? Well, that's good. Yeah. I mean, I think I enjoyed watching it. It's short and sweet. It's only like 45 minutes, but it's like it doesn't drag on. You're not like, it doesn't drag on. Get it? No, but it seems very well paced, and it is an entertaining watch for just such a short OVA.
Well, I'm stoked.
Good. I'm glad.
We go from warrior girl to warrior guy.
And I feel like maybe because you have the experience and the background having played the game, maybe you'll get things from it that I didn't get having not played the game.
Like pronunciation? Sorry.
Shut up. Shut up. You're the worst.
Oh, man. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, this is something that you can watch like without having previous background knowledge of the game.
I'm looking at some images and I see him in like a denim shirt and denim jeans with like his sword out, and I'm like, all right, cool. So it's like street level Tokyo.
Oh no, it
but
takes
with
place in New
ninjas.
York City, baby.
Oh, street level New York City, but with ninjas and demons. I'm here for it.
Yep,
I'm stoked.
There's like one just like cut away where it's like the outside of Les Miserables on Broadway. I'm like, New York, baby.
Hell yeah, let's go. We haven't watched something dark like this in a bit, so I'm stoked.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, Mackenzie is gonna go watch this, and when we come back, we're gonna talk all about some ninja shit.
Ninja shit.
Like 10 seconds.
Ninja shit, but the good kind of shit. It's like when you call something bad and it's bad, but it's good. I'm gonna play that during the interlude.
Oakley dokley, welcome back, all my friends. We are back from watching Ninja Gaiden, and Mackenzie, did this one fight its way into your heart, or did you prefer something else?
So this wasn't so bad it was good, but it also wasn't so good it was good either.
So what you're saying is you hated it?
No, it was pretty middle of the road. It's not bad. It's not good. There's enough action that it like holds your attention, but it's not mind blowing in any aspect.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Great. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Its reference to the game is minimal from what I can remember, which is fine because it's only 45 minutes long and we can't be running through sewers and forests and multiple different buildings. So that's understandable. But we did at least get the wide variety of creatures to kill in the movie that are found in the game. So that's pretty good at least.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what your opinion was based on, because you are familiar with the source material.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm like hip to the now, but
I'm gonna say that you know more about the source material than I do.
Well, yeah.
You play video games.
That's a fair statement. No, it was fine. Like I watched some like play videos of it as well, just to kind of be like, all right, okay, I guess, yeah, there's a company and you're trying to like shut down its crazy things. Like it's close enough.
Yeah, it's your like stereotypical like science, but there's a baddie. We need to stop that baddie. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, there's gonna be blood. There's gonna be fighting. It's, a pretty good hack and slash.
Yeah. It's more of a platformer, but yeah. The animation.
A platformer? What is a platformer?
Not just left and right, up and down too.
Oh, no, sorry. I was talking about the OVA.
Oh. I mean, yeah. However, it's often too dark at times to like really get a lot of detail on those fights, and they use oddly thick outlines on people.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was not blown away by the designer execution of the animation in this one.
No, it's fine, but it's like I'm not going to commit this to memory,
No, this isn't something that I'm going to recommend to people. Be like, hey, do you love ninja shit? Check this out. No, I'm not going to be recommending.
No, it's not my kind of jam. The big thing that saves us, however, is the characters.
It is true. Because I did like them.
Everyone has a very defined personality, for good or for worse. With my favorite being the reporter Sarah and the big teddy bear Jeffrey.
Oh, I love Jeff.
Like Sarah's your like, I ain't gonna take shit kind of person, and then Jeff just wants a beer and a movie to relax to, and he
just loves blowing stuff up and fighting.
Well, we learn that later on.
Yes.
But the Jeff we first meet is a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
A little baby.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
and then he's like, ugh!
Yeah. There's Irene, who's just whiny, and that's about all I can say about her.
That's her only character trait, is she's whiny. She wants Ryu to commit already.
Yeah, she'll do anything for love, and yes, even that.
Exactly.
That being trying to fight demons, but
I guess just very poorly.
Man, our main dude, like our Dragon Ninja Ryu, is boring.
Holy moly. Could they not give this guy a personality?
Like, we almost see less of him than the other characters.
100%. He's like, my job, his Ken job is like fight. And that's all he needs
exactly.
to do.
I'm fight Ken.
Yeah, exactly. My job is
Like,
fight.
What was up with that? Like, I don't get me wrong. I love the other characters, but like, he's our main guy. You'd think there would be a bit more of a focus on him and maybe make him a little cooler, like some one-liners even or something.
Anything. Give us anything.
He's just a kind of a silent dingus.
Yeah, he's just there and he's afraid to commit. And yeah, he's like, I'm the chosen one, but they didn't choose me for my personality.
I mean, she's staying around even though he fights like evil beings, so he's got to have a massive hog.
It must be. I'm like, girl, you live in New York. I'm sure you can find a stick. You can throw a stick and find like 6 other potential guys.
Yeah, that aren't going to get you killed. Well, it is New York.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Man.
And some of the music was all right. I dig some of like the 80s vibe with like the synth hits on some of it.
Mm-hmm.
Other times it fell incredibly flat. But I don't know. I had a lot more hopes for this one. Because I was like,
fair.
ooh, Ninja Gaiden, ninja shit. Ooh, yeah. And then, yeah, I was kind of...
You were whelmed. You weren't overwhelmed. You weren't underwhelmed. You're just whelmed.
Yeah, it was fine. I know that Kid Me would have loved it, so that's credit for it right there.
Absolutely.
So yeah, let me talk the story for our listeners here.
Before we go into this, I have to ask the really important question that I'm sure all of our listeners are gonna want to know. How is the kitty cat in this one?
I love a good cat in a show.
Mm-hmm.
This cat's a bit of a dick.
But it's so cute and little.
But it's very small and very adorable. Yes, you are correct. But we'll learn about that cat pretty quickly here.
Yes, we will.
So we start with some exposition about evil gods being sealed away, and only those who hold the blood of the dragon god in their veins can summon it and protect it, and blah 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 blah.
And dragon blood only goes into the most boring people.
Apparently.
Which I'm like, but it's dragon blood.
Yeah, but then we like jump straight into the action with our main dude, Ryu, just like fighting these no-face but in a suit looking assassins with like arm blades, and I was so ready for a sick fight, but he just like cuts them down instantly.
Yeah, they're no match for him.
No, and not only though is he a throat slitter, he's also a heartbreaker, because he goes to his not actually but sort of girlfriend Irene after this and is like, yeah, remember that fancy birthday dinner I promised you that you like got a reservation for? We're not going to do that anymore. Okay, bye, I've got to go.
Oh my gosh, girl, leave. You deserve so much better.
She's so sad. She's like at lunch with her friend the next day, and her friend's like, nah, I know his best friend. It's my boyfriend. I will make sure that he asks him what the fuck is going on.
I loved this part. I was like, this is such a girl like relationship.
Girls supporting girls.
Exactly. This is the kind of stuff we like to see.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it would have been better if Sarah was like, he's a dingus. Just get rid of him. Just, you deserve better.
True. But still.
Yeah.
So it turns out that like some scientist has created a, and I quote, side effect free cure for cancer, which sounds real suspicious.
Yeah, like why are you putting that caveat in there? Because
not just that, but no one in the medical industry is just going to magically market this as like a free thing for everybody.
Like there's something going on.
No,
we know how the pharmaceutical industry works.
Yeah, they'll take a pill that's $1 and crank it up to 700.
Yep, be like, you need this to live? Too bad.
Fuck you, pharma assholes. Anyways.
Yep. Fuck Big Pharma.
Also, he never says anything during this press conference. He just stares there at people, like just extra weird. And then, you know, if that wasn't suspicious enough, there's also rumors that he does human experiments for bioweapons and stuff. But, you know, I guess that's something we should tack on there, is like being kind of important.
I guess you can throw it out there.
But so the reporter Sarah and her detective boyfriend Robert, who's very, very New York detective in the 90s.
I'm walking here.
Yeah, they just and funny man Jeff decide to break into this rumored human experiment guy's home, as you do.
Yep.
And I love that Jeff is like, well, I don't hear any screaming, I guess we can go. And then it just jump cuts to them walking in the dark with Jeff looking sad, which is really great because he's the best character in the whole thing.
Absolutely. I wish Jeff was the lead character. He has main character energy.
Ninja Jeffrey.
Well, and I love, like, during the scene, they have, like, that Scooby-Doo moment where they both go different directions and then they meet up.
Literally, my next note is this Scooby-Doo looking mansion is a mess, and Mr. Detective's bright idea is to split the Scooby gang into two.
Yep.
Which isn't fair, because it just means Jeff's alone.
Mm-hmm. The guy who's the most scared.
I have in my notes, I'd stop calling them anything but the Scooby Gang moving forward. So
Great.
I'm glad you also picked up on the Scooby vibes.
We're just going to keep that note in there for everybody to know.
Yeah. So everyone ends up getting spooked at the same time. The couple, because Ryu shows up, and Jeff, for a totally normal reason that would not scare a perfectly normal human being. You know, like mangled corpses and a dozen babies in jars.
Yeah, you know, just normal things.
They look like, these corpses look like they were playing like an intense game of Twister.
Yeah, and they went too far.
Like, some guy disassembled them, flipped the legs around and reattached them, and then like did the same thing for the upper body, and like, it's very weird.
You could say he put that thing down, flipped it, and reversed it.
Oh. Yeah, we stand that Missy Elliott up in here.
Missy Elliott is okay, can we talk about how much FOMO I have for the current tour with Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes and Sierra?
Why aren't you
wish
going?
I had money. Because I don't have money.
Oh, that's fair.
Remember how I broke my arm and I'm not working?
Right. So, Sarah, our reporter girl, is so stoked to get a news scoop on this doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryu just like grabs her camera, pulls the film out, and is like, lady, that is a terrible idea.
There's some things that the public shouldn't know.
And not like before you know more.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I get you want your big scoop, but chill, girl. This is a bit of a larger thing than that.
Yeah, this is the thing that's going to cause mass hysteria if you release it.
Yeah, exactly. But then we like get Robert, who's pissed for like Ryu being kind of weird. And then we like learn like how they met. And it's set against a slideshow, because of course it is.
Because we gotta save budget.
And the images in the slideshow are like cool. There's like a really cool bad guy, demon guy, and there's like some action shots. And I'm like, what the fuck wasn't any of this animated?
Budget.
Looked
I have no idea.
great. The pre stuff they talk about, like the what the fuck is that word?
Prologue?
The prologue sounds way cooler than the current story.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't get any actual animation of that, so it is what it is.
Because that would be too cool.
Yeah, exactly. But so the gang,
the Scooby
Gang, goes to talk to another doctor about Mr. Cancer Cure guy.
Oh my gosh.
And he's basically like, yeah, he wants to be the messiah of the people and's a little insane, but hey, when you cure cancer, I guess you get that title. And they're
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, they're like, okay, well, we're gonna leave. And then we get the most on the nose nod to him being evil, because it just like does a close up on his cat, which like angrily meows at the camera, and then zooms out to him with like a devious smile on his face.
He's like got his tea, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Really, he's just like telling the audience like, hey.
He like should have just put his pinky to his mouth like Dr. Evil.
Yeah, like, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just like, look how devious he is. Is he going to be a problem in the future, or are we throwing you a false lead?
We don't know.
Yeah. But then we're not done with the cat, because the cat just like shows up at Ryu's shop, which, by the way, is titled Japanese Store.
Which I was like, creative title.
I'm not going to make fun of it.
Oh, I am.
Because Americans in the 90s needed that simple description for places like that. Could you imagine in New York in the 90s if a store had like a really intense Japanese name? No one would go in because they just wouldn't understand it and they wouldn't want to try and learn.
But wouldn't they be in like Little Tokyo? I don't know.
Maybe it'd be fine then, but this just kind of feels like a random street in like New York.
Oh, okay. I just assumed it was in like Little Tokyo or something.
Oh, I didn't see any other stores nearby when they were showing the streets that looked like that.
Oh, I just assumed they didn't want to put the details into the backgrounds.
Oh, that too, I guess. Sure. Fine. Sure, that works too. But so this cat makes Ryu go, oh fuck, time to go beast mode, baby.
Right, this tiny like 3-pound cat.
He's just like, oh no, this is a bad omen. And then proceeds to murder all of these like ninja attackers that pop in through every possible entrance point.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really pose that much of a threat.
Yeah, they're very low level baddies.
But when it's revealed that they're not normal humans, but like creepy skinless bioweapons, that does make them a little scarier because they don't give a fuck about dying.
Oh no, because yeah, what's that going to do to them?
No, any enemy that has no emotions towards its own like safety,
its own mortality,
is dangerous.
Oh, so scary.
Those are the ones you don't fuck with.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
So Ryu, being the heartbreaker he is, pulls his girl aside after this and he's like, yo girl, my life is too dangerous for you, so you gotta leave. Go on.
The thing is, like, he takes her to like this like romantic riverfront. It's like under the Brooklyn Bridge. Like
yeah, and then just like crushes her dreams.
Just go. Leave. That's pretty much it. Just really melodramatic.
But she's like, I'll wait for you, Ryu. Please come for me one day.
So I'm like, girl.
But instead of Ryu finding her, it's the creepy no-face bioweapons that kidnap her like seconds before the Scooby Squad shows up to get her. And we get like a decent car chase scene, you know, gunfire and run up on the sidewalks. But then it's stopped by a lone fire hydrant, which is crazy because Rob's car was plowing through much larger objects.
Oh, absolutely. It was, I don't know. I'm just like, all right. Like, it was like unbelievable, but from the opposite direction of like the Matrix.
It'd be different if like the tires blew out or something.
Mm-hmm. Something a little bit more believable.
Nicked a fire hydrant. I don't know if you've ever seen a car hit a fire hydrant. It usually just breaks.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's okay because this gives the Scooby Gang some time to like gear up and get prepped to like fight back.
Oh, fine.
And for some reason, Jeff is no longer a coward.
Nope, he's like, ready to fight.
He's like, hey folks, here's my massive gun cache.
Take whatever you like.
Let's fucking go. And then we get such a good line from Sarah because the guys are trying to stop her from coming. And
I was just like, ooh.
And she's like, mofo, Irene is my friend too. Men don't have a monopoly on friendship.
Hell yeah. You
and
tell
she
them,
like
Sarah.
Rips her skirt to have more mobility. And I was like, yeah, exactly. Fuck yeah.
That was so badass.
You know what I realized after watching all of it? She's not there during all the fight stuff.
Yeah, no, they tie her up.
Yeah. I didn't notice that scene where they tie her up.
Yep, nope, they just tie her up, gag her, leave her behind. I was like, no!
I was so fucking, I was like, what the fuck? And I went back and I was like, you bastards.
We're just gonna sideline powerful female characters? Okay, fine.
She was ready to go.
Yeah, she would have been an asset in this fight.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
well,
they made a dumb move.
Yeah. We finally get some like real action when like Ryu and the Scooby Gang raid the compound and take on like fish and dino and other fucky looking animal hybrid people and like other skinless looking freak things.
It's like the Splicers episode of Batman Beyond.
Yeah, just a bunch of weird looking things. And then we also learn why Jeff isn't actually a coward because it turns out he used to be a mercenary.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to live a normal life, so he put on this coward vibe to like keep his urges under control. But now that he's killing all this thing, he's like literally shaking.
The bloodlust has awoken.
He's like, I'm so excited to be doing this.
I need to kill.
I need blood.
We've been there.
Yeah, oh yeah, we've all been on a
Fighting
mission.
weird mutants and awaken a bloodlust inside of us.
Yeah, if you haven't done that, get with the program, guys. Maybe
Come
that's
on,
just
people. It's 2024.
maybe that's just a Canada thing.
I think you're right.
And so I like that Rob responds to this by being like, yeah, we're dudes. We like fighting, drinking, and women, and then busts out and some of us like men. We're just trying to get by in the world. Which was an odd but welcomed little piece of acknowledgement.
Yeah, 1991. I was like, this is like during the AIDS crisis.
Yeah. And he's just like, nah, you know what? He just threw that in there because he's like, just in case, maybe I don't know your full life here, Jeff.
Nope. I'm an ally. I'm a judge.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So Ryu is just like crawling through the vents being a ninja.
He's just being diehard.
And he's just like talking to a child telepathically. And she's like, help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope.
Which we always learned that children talking to you telepathically is always a good thing.
Yeah, at least this one didn't sound like Freya.
Azura!
It's been almost a year and we still remembered Azura.
Yeah, that's how much of an impact that voice actor made on us. That's how we started. That's how we started the Stewart School of Voice Acting.
Exactly. So Ryu ends up going into this room, okay? And he enters what looks like a furry production factory. And I know a few people who would absolutely be an experiment in this place.
Their genes are twitching.
They're just like, so you just tell me I just pick an animal and you make me a hybrid? Yes, but you also become a slave to a maniacal maniac. Mm-hmm. Is maniacal maniac redundant?
Maniacal maniac.
A maniacal doctor.
Sociopath. There we go.
Yeah. So he like blows up the furry and skinless man making juice containers.
Oh, I hate the way you said that.
And then he like confronts Dr. Side Effect Free Cancer Cure. I'm really not using official names in this shit.
His name is Ned Friedman.
Right. Sure.
Dr. Friedman. He went to real anime medical school. You should respect that.
No. And so you'd think that a guy named Dr. Side Effect Free Cancer Cure is someone
MD.
you wouldn't want to kill. Until you learn that the cancer-free side effects are actually turning you into a monster.
Yeah.
Which I don't think anyone truly wants.
Not that I mean, maybe like a select few, but I think it's a general majority.
Yeah. But, and I don't know if you saw this coming, Lindsay, there's a plot twist.
Whoa.
When Dr. Kitty Cat shows up behind him.
Cal Surprise.
What's his name?
Oh, I just said Cal Surprise, like, oh, I'm so surprised. That's not his name. His name is Dr. Bucky Wise.
Yeah, also, dumb name. Dr. Kitty Cat is a way better name.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But he's like, hey, bro, you're useless to me now. So I'm going to take the Joker persona and kill all the loose ends, huh?
You went through like 3 different accents.
I did. I couldn't pick one.
Remember when people ask us if we're voice actors?
Oh, totally.
Yeah. We're like, we definitely are. I can't do a Russian accent. You can't. You just went through 3 different ones. It's fine.
Look, shut up. So, basically, Dr. Kitty Cat used a machine to replicate the energy of the demon god and create his own, like, thing to summon it. But he can't break the seal still unless he has, like, Ryu's blood or whatever.
Oh, yeah, he needs, like, a dragon fighter's blood.
Yeah, exactly. Which, okay, makes sense, I guess.
It's like, you just need a boring-ass man's blood?
But then, this ninja story turns into an actual love story when Ryu monologues about how his duties as the Dragon Ninja don't matter. All that matters to him is his Irene, who's there in the room, and she's like, oh my god, he does love me.
No offense, but he needs to get his priorities straight.
Yeah.
It was like, save the world, save the girl.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like you should make the right
decision. Save the girl for the world when she's not what's at stake for the world.
Yeah, I feel like you should make better choices, Joel.
Joel. Oh, we haven't had a Joel in a while.
I know.
Well, don't worry. He gets his comeuppance.
It's true. They're filming that right now.
Anyways, he's going to kill this guy to protect her. But you know what? Good, because we get a dope transformation scene where like Dr. Kitty Cat turns into Dr. Spiky Oni Skeleton Muscle Guy.
Man, this thing was crazy.
He I thought he was just gonna power up or something or summon something, but he was like, nah.
I'm just gonna rip my flesh off.
I'm sick of being a lanky, awkward, long-haired doctor. I'm going to become big, muscly, spiky, spine out my back boy.
I'm gonna be Wish.com Swamp Thing.
But the two go at it. And it looks like it's curtains for Ryu.
Ooh.
Ryu, whatever.
Ryu.
And also curtains for Irene, because she decides that she's going to pick up his sword and fight as well.
Oh, man.
And is
This is why we needed Sarah. This is why we needed Sarah.
Because she promptly gets her wrist broken and just thrown on the ground. Because of course she does.
Yeah. I saw that part and I was like, oh, sympathetic pain.
Yeah. But then Big Boy and Ryu take turns throwing each other off the building while stabbing each other.
I know. It makes me think of like, ooh, do me next. Do me next.
Yeah. Like this building is it's like a tiered building. They just keep going down a couple floors at a time until Ryu almost dies, but wins.
Yep.
And then he kisses his girl.
Ooh, because he got her.
Yeah, because now that the threat is gone, even though this is not the only threat, but it's the current threat. So
it's just,
Is it going to be a month from now when some other baddie pops up and he's like, girl, we got to break up again until this bad guy's dead. And she's like, bitch,
imagine?
We broke up and I got kidnapped anyways.
This cycle of abuse. Oh man. Girl, Irene, I say this with a lot of love. Run.
But we end on a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Because the cat is still alive and it's meowing angrily at the camera.
Oh, man.
And then they cut to the little girl who was the first doctor's daughter.
I know. I was like, this creepy child. That she's going to be bad news.
Well, she's holding the crystal that her, the demon guy
the weird,
has.
demon horn thing.
And it's makes her glow when her hair starts to lift is we cut.
Yeah.
And too bad this wasn't good enough to warrant a sequel or even the prequel. Because that stuff could have been pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we don't. We don't get any of that.
No. Yeah, I definitely think this source material had a good, it had potential to become much more. And I, like we said, but we kind of wished it did.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe this is one of those things that someone was to make this in a modern time. Maybe they could expand on these plot points and things like that.
It would have been a series.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been multiple bad guys leading up to the final big one, as it should be, across 12 or whatever episodes, less being in near black all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been fine.
Yeah. This weird noir art style.
Yeah, it would have been great. Lots of blood and gore.
Ooh.
Kind of animated Kill Bill kind of style.
Oh, that would be so good.
Yeah, it'd be great. But unfortunately, it's more of a direct middle of the road.
Yeah.
It is exactly something you put on and you watch it and you're like, okay, yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then you never put it on again. You don't buy the DVD.
100%.
You don't buy the VHS. You watched it. Someone ever asks you, yeah, I watched it once. It was all right. And you're done with it.
Yep.
That's pretty much the best I can give it.
You're not mad that, you don't finish it being well, that was a waste of 45 minutes.
No,
fine.
I saw a bunch of cool little creatures being cut to pieces. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone likes a good sword.
I'm not going to run back and watch it immediately, but...
No, I'm not going to
entertained enough?
I'm not going to have it on the background when I'm proposing to someone, It's just... oh,
gosh.
Not going to take its theme song into the bedroom or nothing.
Oh, yeah, no. I was I think I listened to 30 seconds of it. And I was like, this is enough.
Yeah, it's not that exciting.
Nope. Okay, well... For this middle of the road anime, what would you rate it?
I'm gonna give it a solid 5.13.
You were very close. It is 5.64 on Mal.
That's a fair scoring.
Yeah. It's middle of the road. It's not like it's a little bit on the better side of middle of the road, but yep, I think that's a very accurate rating for this one. Oh man. Okay. Well, that was Ninja Gaiden. Thank you all for listening. If you
Sorry,
enjoyed this,
can you say it in Japanese?
no, because fuck you. I try that and it never goes well.
That's fine. Anyways, what were you saying?
Well, if you enjoyed this episode, we have a very voluptuous back catalog of many other episodes for you to listen to. So go check those out. And if you like the show, and if you could give us a rating, we would really appreciate it. 5 stars would be great. Helps us with analytics and getting on charts and spreading the good word of Animates. We also...
You come to hear for the retro anime gospel.
Oh,
You
yeah.
come to hear the good and the bad from the 80s and the 90s. And I tell you, I will deliver upon you a
Yes, Brother
review.
Mackenzie. Yeah. Basically, if you give us a 5-star review, it prevents us from door knocking. So you choose. We also have a YouTube channel where we have a lot of cool stuff coming out. So go subscribe to that so you can get some rad anime content. Yeah. Other than that, we're Animates on all the other social platforms. We'd love to interact with you. So go give us a follow. And I think that's everything. So with that being said, I guess we will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Good day.